Hello and welcome to the second installment of our NTBOA educational video series. Today's video will focus on legal guarding position. Please take a look at these plays. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me via email at the email listed at the end of the video. Please enjoy this video series. In this first play, if you watch the defender up near midcourt, my question is, what does the offensive player do wrong to constitute an offensive foul call? If you watch it in slow motion, 40 red puts either one or two hands on the offensive player and then goes to the floor. We should either have a hand check or a block. In the second play, watch the defender that's guarding 5 white. 5 white makes a move towards the sideline, then reverses his dribble back towards the top of the key. On this play, we have 2 or 3 body bumps by the defender, which causes the offensive player to go to the floor. The defender has never established his legal guarding position. That's a block. In this next play, this is a very difficult play to get right. If you watch the defender, he establishes legal guarding position initially and then moves laterally and takes the majority of the contact in the torso. The lead official calls a block on this play. This is what I would refer to as a 50-50. So my teaching point here is, if we have another one that matches that later in the game, let's make sure we have a block. On this next play, this is a really good example of refereeing the defense start to finish. When the offensive player makes his move, take a look at the spot shadowed defender. Offensive player goes to the bucket, leaves the floor. The defender slides over after the player is airborne, creating the contact. Any contact that occurs after he's left the floor has to be a block. This next play is very similar to the one that we just watched. Take a look at the spot shadowed defender. The offensive player makes his move to the basket. Once airborne, the defender slides over to create the contact. This is a really good block call by our lead. On this next transition play, watch the defender. Never establishes legal guarding position, slides up under the offensive player as he goes airborne. Now if we watch it in slow motion and watch the official, right where the contact occurs, the official is straight-lined on the play. If we do a little better job of beating the play down the floor and accepting the play at lead, I think we might have a different call on this play. Now on this next play, this is a really difficult play to get right. And we've watched it about 100 times, and I'm going to be real honest with you. I still don't know what I would do live ball versus slow motion. But if you watch the defender, does he establish? I would say yes. And now what is he entitled to do? He can move laterally or obliquely, which he does, and still takes the contact in the torso. I think that's a charge. On this next play, if you watch the secondary defender, number 15 white, he has his back turned to the play. He then turns, takes the contact right in the torso, gets run over. We should clearly have a charge on this play. On this next play, this is a really good play. His primary defender hustles down the floor. 24 white goes airborne to get a shot off on a transition play. Does the defender ever establish legal guarding position?
He hustles and gets very close to establishing, but it looks to me that he doesn't truly get there in time before the kid goes airborne. This should be a block.
On this next play, keep an eye on the secondary defender that is now spot shadowed. If you watch the offensive player make his move to the basket, the secondary defender slides over, absorbs the contact completely in the torso. Good call by our lead official on this charge. This next play is another good example of our official being in good position to make what I consider a pretty easy charge call. If you watch the play start, develop, and finish, our center official hustles, beats the play down the floor, sets up in really good position to referee this play. The kid goes airborne, the defender has established legal guarding position, contact in the torso, charge. In this last play, it is a transition play, but if you take a look, we have a no call on this play, and if you watch this play in slow motion, the trail official kind of gets caught in no man's land, which is not any fault of his own, but we have to do a better job of finding a way to get in position on this play to have a whistle. This is clearly a block. Two bodies go to the floor. We have to make sure we have a call on that play.